Welcome to Fuller Expectations, the podcast where we dive into topics like aging with confidence, navigating identity shifts, building new healthy habits, rediscovering purpose, health and wellness routines in midlife, and yes, maybe even money, retirement, relationships, and letting go of things that no longer serve you. I'm your host, Carrie Fuller, and I am so excited that you're here with me today. My hope is that our episodes feel like a blend of personal growth, real conversation, and gentle encouragement. We'll keep things honest, thoughtful, and practical. If you have not already, please hit follow so that our podcast can appear in your podcast library. We drop episodes every week, and we don't want you to miss it. And if you thought of somebody who might benefit by what you've heard today, please share this episode with them. And now let's get into today's episode. Hello, Fuller Expectations podcast family. I am so happy that you joined us today. Thank you for taking the time. And we are about 2 weeks into the month of January at this point. So being 2 weeks into the month of a new year, I know many people set goals or resolutions for themselves to change certain things, many around health and wellness, some around weight loss and eating healthier and working out, but some around reading more books and spending more time with family and paying off certain bills or achieving certain milestones that you may have set for yourself. When it comes to health and wellness, you're maybe at the point where you're 2 weeks in and you're doing really, really well and feeling good given changes that you made a couple of weeks ago. And then there's others who are maybe struggling. Maybe it's been hard to implement new workout routines or different diets or giving up alcohol, things like that. So we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting and resolutions and how and why we set them, but then also give encouragement and reminders to you about why you set them so that if you're having a hard time, maybe we can give you some nuggets today that will help you progress in your journey. Of course, if you thought of somebody as you listen today who might benefit by this podcast, please share this episode with them. We would love to have as many people as possible hear our message and be able to get the support that they might need to be successful in their journey. So let's just start with a reminder of resolutions and goals and how and why you set them to begin with. There's different areas in our lives that we seek to improve, and the different areas are around body, mind, emotion, social aspects, and then spiritual aspects as well. So for each of those different areas, depending on where you made resolutions, being a couple of weeks in, let's start by asking yourself some important questions. The first question you should ask yourself is, are you satisfied in this area? How are you doing with progress around your body, around your mind, around emotional goals and resolutions that you may have set, around social, and also around spiritual? Are you happy with the progress that you have made? And are you equipped to keep going and be successful? So if you're fulfilled in this area, what does your life look like? If you made a vision board, take a look at your vision board and think about the progress that you're making towards the different areas that you want to achieve in your life. So as you break down the goals to get there, did you set SMART goals for yourself? Meaning, are they specific goals? Are they measurable? Are they achievable? Are they relevant? And are they timely? Those are the different areas of having SMART goals. And goals are easier to achieve if we set them as SMART goals. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. But again, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So as you keep thinking about what you would like to change in your life, the first thing is knowing your why. So think about why you set that goal for yourself. to begin with? What would that do for you? What would that spark in you? What would that change in your life? Did you write those things down? And if you didn't, you might want to do that, because during points of weakness and tough times, as we go through day by day, week by week, it's much easier if you can take a look at your reasons for wanting to achieve a goal in the first place. So if your goal is around social aspects of your life, are you exhibiting assertive behavior? Are you developing your relationships with other people? Is there fun and humor and play involved in the social aspects of your life? How are you feeling about the social goals that you set for yourself? And what roadblocks are in the way? Think about those things, and we're going to talk about some ways to help you get through them if you're experiencing challenges. We're going to do the same for emotional goals, for spiritual goals, for goals around mindset, and then also goals around your body or health and wellness. If you set a goal for yourself around changing a bad habit, such as eating foods that don't nourish you, overusing electronics, smoking of any kind, maybe cutting out alcohol or alcohol misuse, perhaps financial goals around overspending or paying better attention to what you're spending your money on, about not listening, which might affect your relationships with other people, or maybe even around not honoring yourself through self-care. These are some of the areas that we are going to get into. So as you think of your why, I touched on having a vision board earlier, and if you didn't create a vision board for yourself, that is something that really helps. It can be something that you put up and you look at that each morning and think about the things that you're going to do that help you get one step closer to the goals or the vision that's on there for your life. That vision board should basically allow you to better understand what your life would look like if you had all of the components in it that you desired. Visualization is a tool that's actually been scientifically proven to work. So creating a vision board that shows an image of the body displaying the health and fitness goal that you would like to achieve, or a destination if you wanted to incorporate more travel into your life, or words or images that relate to health and wellness and taking better care of yourself in that regard. If you set career goals for yourself, putting images or words on there that show the result of whatever those goals might be. If it's a new job, maybe it's what does your office look like? Or what does the company look like that you want to work for? If you want to start your own business, what does that look like? Putting images on there that demonstrate a visual that might help you get to that goal. It's also really important to notice opportunities that might arise as it relates to the goals that you are interested in achieving. So let's get back to the SMART goals for a minute. I mentioned the SMART goals basically stands for they're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're relevant, and they're timely, meaning they have a specific start and end time to them. So an example of this is instead of saying, I want to lose weight this year, you want to say, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lose it by May 1st. I want to lose it because I want to be able to ride bikes with my kids or do 5Ks with my kids or whatever the reason is that you want to achieve the goal. You have to outline that. So a specific goal, I want to lose 20 pounds. It's measurable because you can get up and weigh yourself every morning. When you make it more relevant by sharing your why do you want to lose the weight? Is that achievable? And being timely and saying that I want to do this by May 1st, all of these different components make it a SMART goal. And if you set SMART goals as opposed to just an overall goal of I want to lose weight this year, it's more achievable. It's easier to visualize. The likelihood of you being successful is better. And setting SMART goals, it doesn't automatically guarantee that you're going to achieve them. You can't be overly ambitious. You can't have like an all or nothing mindset about it. You can't set goals that are unreasonable, unreachable, or unclear. Don't set yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success. You'll have a greater chance of success if you start smaller and build gradually. And what I mean by that is charging out of the gate and overachieving is probably going to set yourself up for failure Whereas if you gradually build, starting slow, week by week, and then building up to more is how it becomes achievable. And this also helps with the 3 phases of habit formation. So starting out slow, the initiation phase, that's where new behavior and context are selected. So this phase, starting out small, building gradually, takes us to the learning phase where behavior is repeated in response to the context. And then that leads into the stability phase where the habit is actually formed. So baby steps and building helps us get through the 3 phases to the point where the habit is actually formed. And habits take anywhere from 18 to 254 days to form. And this is according to my research. But the average day is actually 66 days. So if you're into something for a couple weeks and you think you're doing good, you are doing good, but know that a habit isn't formed just yet. It really takes about 18 days, but the average is actually 66 days. Habits are automatic responses to cues, and repeating behavior consistently really helps get there. But remember, pleasurable habits are really hard to break, and there's a scientific reason for that. This is all about the effect of dopamine. So dopamine is a chemical released in the brain, and it really strengthens a habit. It makes a person crave the habit, and it also rewards the person for continuing the habit. What you want to do is visualize yourself successfully completing the goal. You want to take daily action towards the goal, and you want to review your progress and remove or address any obstacles that are along the way. It also really helps to tell people about your goal. It helps with accountability. And again, using the visual reminders like a vision board and things like that, where you get up every morning and you see the image of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Set your daily intention about the things that you're going to do that day specifically that's going to help you get to that goal. It also helps if you have a friend that joins you on the journey. So we never want to let our friends down. So there might be days when it's cold outside and you don't want to go out there and take that walk that you're supposed to take every morning. But if you know somebody else is waiting for you or counting on you to be there, you're less likely to not do it. And you should also establish a reward system for yourself. So maybe after you go on that walk with a friend, you look forward to that special coffee that you drink in the morning. And also remember your why. Achieving the goal might be a huge reward in itself. So don't forget that along the way. Maintaining awareness is key. So 2 weeks in to the new year, are you paying attention to your daily habits that you set for yourself when we launched out of the gate into 2026? Did you start small? Maybe you went full force and you're paying the price for it now, but it's not too late. So tomorrow's another day. You can get up and you can start small, even though you charged out of the gate initially. It's not too late. Do not give up on yourself. Just think about things that you're doing and things that you might want to tweak to make sure that you are successful in the end. It's all about commitment and coping strategies and tracking your progress, and also maybe getting support from the friend that you enlisted or from the person that you maybe told what you wanted to achieve so that they can help you hold yourself accountable. Do not forget to celebrate your change. What success have you had these first couple of weeks out of the gate? Have you celebrated that? Have you shared that with anyone? If you haven't, doing that might be the fuel that you need to keep yourself going. So going back to the beginning, looking at the plan that you set for yourself, did you set SMART goals? Do you have that vision board? Do you understand what your why is to help you get there? Have you been flexible around achieving certain milestones? Did you plan for triggers or roadblocks that might have come up? We are definitely not past the 66-day mark yet, which is the average for a behavior to become a habit. So don't forget that. Don't beat yourself up over little mistakes that you feel like you've made along the way. The flip side, don't forget to reward yourself for achievements that you've made. And also remember how you talk to yourself is really important, and how other people talk to you is also really important. So if there's negativity in your life, think about how you can remove that or minimize it or just eliminate it as best as you can as you move forward with the things that you're interested in achieving that help improve the quality of your life. So as you think about starting off fresh this year and thinking about your progress that you've made to that up until this point, remember, in the end, every day is a new beginning. Every day, every week, every month. The point is, each day when you wake up, you should think about what you want to achieve that day that will help you get one step closer to being the person that you want to be and having the life that you want to have. So regardless of how well you've done these first couple of weeks, you can wake up tomorrow and it's a new day. So with that, I hope that you continue to live with fuller expectations and get to the point where you are living your fullest life. Thanks for listening today. If this episode sparked something in you, please share it with a friend, leave a comment or a review, and reach out and let me know what resonated. Remember, no matter what age or stage of life you're in, you can pivot. And always remember, the second half of life is not a winding down. It's a waking up. Please follow or subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our podcast family. Let's keep showing up and being the best version of ourselves. Until next time, take care.